Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 542, released December 2016. Cover price $5.99, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, I've got an announcement. Yes, I'm not going to grovel and beg for your likes and subscribes and comments down below. Yes, I will. Please do that. But before I do all of that, I want to tell you about a brand new podcast, a podcast called Potter ZB. Potter ZB is a podcast with me and Kyle Bridget. If you watch the show, if you watch the live streams, especially, you know who Kyle Bridget is. Well, we've teamed up and we've started a podcast called Potter ZB, and it is all about nerd stuff. So if you like our rambling conversations, um, our witty repartee, our banter, I think that you will like this podcast quite a bit. We're going to have part of the podcast dedicated to letters. So if you want to write a letter and reach out and be featured in the second episode of the Potter ZB podcast, look at that email right down below and you can send in a letter. We give advice, we give guidance, um, we offer forgiveness. If you haven't been to confession in a while, we can also help on that front too. So check it out. Keep your eyes peeled for it. That's going to be coming out shortly. There will be some promo videos that'll be released on my channel and on Little Cozy Nostril, Kyle Bridges' channel as well. So I hope to be hearing from you, and I hope you guys tune into that brand new podcast, Potter ZB. Anyway, so with that, please hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you want to support me in another way, a monetary way. Patreon.com/flipping through. I'm like messing with this so much, and I hope it's not too noisy in your ears. I'm not comfortable. I have a cold. I work with kids, bro. What do you get if you support me on Patreon? You get, um, well, a 6 set of stickers. That is for one. You also get a stencil, which I don't have the stencil now because I just sent it out to a brand new supporter on Patreon. And furthermore, you get the EC buttons. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go overhead. I got to showcase these once again. Only on Patreon. That's the only place that you can get them. But a set of 4 buttons featuring 4 of the original artists. No, not Severin. Sorry, guys. I didn't, embarrassingly, I didn't think of Severin. So maybe there will be a 5th button to be added later. But Wallace Wood, Harvey Kurtzman, Jack Davis, and Will Elder, their signatures, and the 4 colors of the old school 4-color printing process. So support me on Patreon, and you get a set of those too. That's going to be, I don't know, $5. Maybe I should actually set up a tier system so that it's not so vague. Anyway, bad news. Bad news if you're like me and you don't really like the political stuff in MAD. Um, Now, this is billed as the political issue, and they were not joking. This is a political horror show, this issue. It is so much. It is oppressive. Thankfully, though, there's a lot of really good stuff hidden all throughout. And I will be honest, there's some pretty good political stuff too. And I'll be looking at that as well. This is a beautiful. Oh, wait. I didn't say thank you to those people that do support me on Patreon. And that is Frank Schneider, Misimo, David Streckler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Meadsbury, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope that I can keep on earning it. And so some of this is pretty good, but it's a lot. The political stuff is a lot. And I'm glad that I looked at this cover again because, I mean, I know I'm always belly aching about it, but I don't know that it's I was thinking like, "Oh my god, is it always this bad at this, like, era of Mad Magazine?" Because, even the old stuff, they would get political, obviously. They would comment on politicians, but this is, like, unending. It is relentless in the political commentary, and, I'm not a huge fan of that, so I will do my best to just have a positive attitude, but, um my best is very seldom good enough. And I'm looking out here through my side eye because I just pulled up Mad cover site. I didn't have it ready. Mark Fredrickson did that cover. I could have guessed it because he was like the man for the covers for the past like decade. Um, let's move on past the departments. There is nothing in this letter page that I really want to talk about except this. This is kind of cool. I don't Um, it's the San Diego Comic Con from 2016, and boy, have things changed. Um, look at outside the Mad booth. Mad Magazine had an entire booth in 2016. Um, let's just put that into perspective. When did Mad Magazine cease publication? Like, let's see, was it I should know this, but I don't know. Wasn't it around like Mad 16 or something where they just started reprinting everything? So, well, 4 years, I guess, maybe 4 years later. All right, I guess that's not that bad. Geez Louise. Um, but they have a whole booth. It's beautiful. They have Sergio Aragones. They have Peter Cooper, Kenny Kyle. They have Tom Richmond out there. They have look at this guy and John Ficarra. Tons of people all having a good time, doing a whole panel. I think that's pretty cool. And boy, wouldn't that be nice to like return to that? Um, here, remembering Jack Davis, the sweetheart of the South, as Dalton Vaughn calls him, where he said that one time in a comment on one of my live streams, and I've never forgotten it because I thought it was such a cute nickname. It is with great sadness that we report that legendary mad artist Jack Davis passed away on July 27th at the age of 91. Jack was one of the founding members of Mad Magazine's usual gang of idiots, an enormously gifted and versatile artist. Davis's work appeared in the very first issue of Mad and virtually every issue over the next 4 decades. A list of Jack's legendary pieces would run several pages in length. His most iconic parodies from Mad's comic book days are The Lone Ranger and um, High Noon. From the magazine, his notable parodies include spoofs of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Gone with the Wind, and MASH. How about his monsters, bro? Like, those were sick. Jack's final cover for Mad was issue 339 and depicted Howard Stern being plunged into a toilet bowl by Alfred E. Newman. The cover hangs framed in Stern's office and remains a Mad classic. Everyone at Mad and DC Entertainment send their heartfelt condolences to Jack's wife, Dana, and the entire Davis family. And then there's a bunch of comments from Facebook. It's really sweet. It is sad. Um, I think it would have been cooler, to be honest, if there was like a little bit more to it, a little more pomp and circumstance. Um, but what are you gonna do? They love him. We love him. Um, and there's a Puyat statue, which I want to build one of these now. Um, let's just mosey on through here. The Fundalini pages. One of like the talk about relentless. This is a great. I love the Fundalini pages because I don't have to spend too much time reading if I don't want to. Look at there's words here, but they're not long sentences. It's not laborious. And if that's too much, boom, just move right over to Samson of Anarchy. Johnny Sampson, an early appearance by Johnny, who later on um, took over the fold in from Al Jaffe. How cool is that? When is Samson's first appearance? Where is this? We got to see this. I got to look this up. This is it. This is Johnny Sampson's first appearance. Holy smokes, that's kind of funny. I like that. Oh man, I should have Johnny Sampson on the program. I should I'll bully him on Instagram. Amazing facts about animal mating. This is Kevin Pope. I love his style. It's so cool. It's very, I don't know, it feels unlike anything else that you see. Um, it's somewhat demented. Of course, I think I've talked about it a lot, which is his work with Desmond Devlin, with those two guys. Why can't I remember their name? That's a favorite of mine. And yeah, too big to McPhail. I'll allow it, but you better be going somewhere with this. Oh, that's disgusting. All right, let's zoom out. Oh, the Politicalini. Jeez Louise. The Politicini pages? I'm with her. Make America great again. Me. Oh, it's just me. I get it. This one doesn't really work super well. It- One thing that I do appreciate about this is that obviously once he became president, it became fairly one-sided ragging on him. But this this issue reminded me how much people genuinely disliked Hillary Clinton, like the amount of people that just could not stand her. Um, and it was just two people that everybody hated. And it was like, who are we going to settle for? And apparently it was Trump, you know? And then and then people were like, hey, that's so bad. Let's get this geriatric, let's get this demented man into the seat. Ooh, that's a hot take. I'm gonna lose some subscribers for that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna shut my mouth. Here we go. This is a children's book we'd like to see. If you give the Clinton Foundation a check, a pay-to-play primer for readers of all ages. Wait, that didn't mute me. Did that mute me? Did that mute me? God damn it. The fucking button didn't even work. I designed a button. If you give the Clinton Foundation a check, chances are you're going to want something in return, and anyone who thinks otherwise is an idiot. The end. Now, I mean, you guys, if you haven't figured it out, why did I zoom in on this one? My guy Herman Mejia. That's why, you fools. You should be able to know this by now. Um, Look at this is a fun little Sam Viviano, because this doesn't really look like Sam Viviano to me. I don't know. Does it look like him to you? Why Trump won't release his taxes. His longtime accountant, Mohammed Sanchez, is an illegal Mexican Muslim. In 2005, he tried to write Melania off as a business expense. There's the matter of his 2013 payment of $10 million dollars to a Vladimir Putin. Um, Boy, did that turn out, that whole like connection, right? Wasn't that totally wrong? Since 1976, he listed his occupation as money grubbing con man. Money grubbing con man. That one, this reads very much like David Letterman. I'm gonna skip over it because we're like halfway through this video, and we are not halfway through this issue. All right, check this out, guys. Um, Something that's pretty cool. This last 100 days of the Obama presidency. This is kind of a fun style thing that they normally do. Writers Kenny Kyle and Jeff Cruz, both um, very, very good writers for Mad Magazine. And artist Tom Richmond. I think I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I really like seeing Tom Richmond's stuff, not in the movie parodies. I think it's it's more fun. I think he has like seems like he has a little bit more freedom, like not having to visually tell a story. I don't even know if that's even something that you have to do with those movie parodies, since it jumps around so much, or it like there's the dramatic shifts from scene to scene. It doesn't tell a story like the way a comic book tells a story. But anyway, you get, I don't know, more varied imagery from him. Look at that, sick, dude. Mitch McConnell and Barack Obama running naked. You didn't even know you wanted to see that, but you did. and you wanted Tom to draw it for you. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Anyway, this is a really fun one to read through and look through. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just fun. It's fun just to like look at the pictures. Look at this. Tries one last time to defeat Nixon's high score on the presidential pinball machine. Tricky Dick was here. Richard Nixon, I've said it before, I'll say it again, gets a bad rap. Anyway, here we have, I told you guys the political stuff is relentless. Here's artist Ward Sutton. Nobody taking credit for for writing this. The MAD, I Will Make America Great Again Citizens Pledge. Um, I will make America great again by never uttering the phrase, so much for global warming, during a snowstorm. I make it a point to say that. Um, I think it's just so funny. I'll make America great again by refusing to dress my terrier in a sweater that matches my own. Oh, this isn't even, look at this, isn't even political. I really jumped the gun. I will make America great again by swiping left on all vapors. Is it left is the bad one? Left is like, I'm not interested. Right is, I am interested. That's my understanding. I will make America great again by taking the extra 10 seconds to fix idiotically autocorrected text messages. Nah, man. No, thank you. Make America great again by never uttering the jingoistic, meaningless phrase, make America great again. Um, See, that's where you kind of lose me, where it's just like, okay. Like, it is meaningless, like, right? But that's like all political. Oh, anyway, edit myself. Jeez Louise. Spy versus spy. That's pretty sick. Um, these ones are some of my favorites because they include the bonus strips. You get those. I also like the layout of. I don't. There, Peter Cooper. I think the more time I spend reading Peter Cooper's Spy versus Spy, the greater my appreciation for it grows. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest with you because I've never told you this. I was a Peter Cooper hater when he took over Spy versus Spy. I did not like the change. Um, but I will say, not only has it grown on me, I love Peter Cooper's Spy versus Spy. I'm in love with Peter Cooper's Spy versus Spy. I'm going to marry Peter Cooper's Spy versus Spy. Anyway, I like it. Here's the mad breakdown of Donald Trump voters versus Hillary Clinton voters. I'm going to skip that. I will say I know, like, if you watch all of these videos, you know that I really like things like the sort of make your own speech things where you have the boxes of text. This is like the evolution of this, right? So, like, Dick DeBartolo would do, like, write a speech for Donald Trump, let's say, and it would say, um, it would have like the framework almost like a Mad Libs, but then you would pick out the different parts of it, right? You've all seen this, and they're great. They're fun. Some of them are like biting satire, others are silly, others are totally random, like off the wall things that make no sense. Um, this is the evolution of it, and I don't like this evolution of it. It's shit. It's visually, it looks like garbage, and it's not fun. It's not fun like the other ones. Like, you don't, okay, fine. Have the cast members have all their photos. Start with that, right? But you don't need a picture of the Swiffer wet jet. You don't need a picture of picked up advice from Shark. You don't need um, mm, Marco Cuban. You don't need misprinted IKEA instructions. Like, you don't need pictures of this stuff. Just have the words. It takes all of the fun out of it. I hate it. Here's some other dumb shit. God, this issue sucks. God, I'm just so mad. And then here's a superhero calendar. Like, why is this in here? Why is this in here? I mean, I get it, like, it's filled with mad art, but it's like, is this gonna is this something that happens? This doesn't yeah. Anyway, as you can see, though, this is when Mad went to the semi-monthly, so that's a nice reminder. Anyway, Planet Tad is always a treat, but now I'm all worked up, and we're already 20 goddamn minutes into this. Boy, this is a bleak issue. I forgot about this. This is Teresa Burns Parkhurst, and Teresa Burns Parkhurst is like, I guess you know what she reminds me of? Paul Peter Porges. Peter Paul Porges? Peter Paul and Mary? Jesus and Mary chain? Um, I love it, and it's gonna be funny, and I know it. I didn't even bother reading it, um, but you know it's gonna be good. More of your pets' peeves. Stanley's peeves. Hello, what's with all the sleeping? Call me crazy, but you seem to waste some excellent nighttime fun opportunities in your bed, which, by the way, could use a good vacuuming. I mean, most nights I entertain myself, but you can only zoom around the house all alone so many times before you feel like a jerk. So if I happen to jump off the dresser onto your head once in a while, read between the lines, man. It's a cry for help. Okay, not that great of a start. Um, Buckaroo's pet peeve: whiplash hurts and it's embarrassing for both of us. Hey, newsflash, dogs smell stuff. Either you don't know this, you don't care about this, or you're a spastic monster. I'm sick to death of getting my neck choked every 5 seconds on my walk. I sniff a little pee on a leaf, yank. I get slightly interested in a microscopic bird do, yank. I whiff a used condom, yank. Chill out. Maybe if you had more control over your own existence, you'd lay off mine a little. I'm just saying. I like that one. I like her because she gets like this sort of potty humor type stuff that's so perfect in Mad Magazine. Biddy's pet peeve: your offspring, grooming abuse, your stupid girlfriend. Listen, buddy, I'm really glad you're finally getting some, but this chick has got to go. She's got you so hump blind that you actually kicked me off the couch the other day. Me, I have my own freaking dent in that couch, and all of a sudden, drinking out of the can is unsanitary. What really hurt was when you yelled at me because I kind of ruined one pair of panties. I mean, you never yell at me. Fidos before hoes, dude. I feel like you made this mess, but I'm the one getting his nose rubbed in it. Oh my god, look at that illustration. Ew, I think he must be rabid. Good thing I have my mace. No, he isn't rabid. And I got a trainer coming to make him stop eating his own farts. She's perfect. She's brilliant. Oh my goodness. And here we have the strip club with oh, is this a first appearance of Noah Van Sciver too? Let's see. No. No, it was not. This is this is deep into his appearances. He had appeared many times before. Um, I think I have looked at that one. Listen, I came down a little hard on this issue when I said it effing sucks. Not great, but like I said, look at then you get stuff like that Teresa Burns Parkhurst, um, and you get stuff like this billboards for highly specialized attorneys. Um, and look at this, you get some beautiful Tom Bunk artwork, and it's like, dude, name spelled wrong, call DeLong, Pamela DeLong Esquire, 1-800 Miss Pell. Oh, misspell. Coffee cups, grocery store birthday cakes, drivers holding signs at airports, greeting cards from distant relatives. Diarrhea? Call Maria. 1877 dysentery. Got diarrhea? Call Maria. Cheese slid to one side. Don't get a fork. Get the money you're owed. Call Lou Heidentork. I like how all of these rhyme for some reason. Kicked in the testes? You need Jim Estes. 1-800-GO-NUTS for you. Stepped in dog poop. Call the Carlisle Law Group. And look at, I mean, if you don't like to read, if you're like me, you're just like a mutton head. Look at that. You can look at some beautiful, beautiful illustrations by Tom Bunk. Oh, look at, there's the Ghostbusters mobile, Ecto 1. Fred Flintstone mobile. Yabba dabba doo. It's sick, dude. It's a shame that like uh, look at gems like that were are among like this. You know? Plain idiocy. That's funny. Tacky Tower is funny. Unwelcoming wall. Okay. All right. So this one is kind of funny. I like this one. Crappy Cappy. um, Crumbly Casino. Orange Tanners. That's stupid. Tiny Glovesies. That's stupid. Juicy Photo Op. I mean, so okay. Some of these are good. This one's okay. This one's okay. And here we go. Horror movie scenes we would like to see. This is like the type of stuff. Jack Davis did a couple of monster things, if I'm not mistaken, and they're beautiful. And what's so cool about these is, unlike his sports stuff, I feel like you get a different peek at his expertise. You get almost like a little bit of that EC stuff coming through. Um, that is maybe a little bit more hidden when he's doing the strictly comedic. But how can you do a mummy strictly comedically? I don't know. Or One Night in the City. I remember this one. And I don't know that I realized it was Jack Davis until, much later. But this is like so fun. This is such a brilliant one. And then we have the parent education pamphlets for kids. Surprise, you're unvaccinated. It came back. Uh, Timmy's dad wears skinny jeans. Talking to your dad about swag, another slang he should stop saying immediately. So your mom's on Snapchat, your dad's cell phone holster, and you. Stumbling onto your dad's web history, how to unsee what you saw. Your mom's lecture about drugs, 10 ways to stifle laughter when she says doobies. And my goodness, here we have a mad look at New York, and I can't even look at it. I don't even have the time. Here, hit pause, drink it in. I'm sorry, guys, because we are out of time. And okay, I'll talk about this one. I do like this, the Shifty and Batshit show. All right, we're gonna go into this. Oops. Ouch. This year's election is going to be a catastrophe of personal mouse conduct. Contains all your favorite brutal episodes: the Bill of Bites, Joint Chiefs of Stab, Behead of State, Hate of the Union, our wounding fathers. No, that like reads better than it you say it, because founding and wounding, pronounced differently but spelled very similarly. More gore and 7 years ago. I don't know why this thing is like it, it's hard to like make fun of or like this use a satirical TV show within a TV show as a vehicle for satire. But this works. I don't know. I liked it a lot. I like you know, Itchy and or Trump and Clinton as Itchy and Scratchy. I thought that was cute and amusing. And with here, you'll see a beautiful matte fold in, not creased, because I am not a psychopath. So, you guys, with that, thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. And thanks so much for watching. Toodaloo.